My name is Kate Nash and I'm a sister of William Nash, who was murdered on Bloody Sunday, and the daughter of Alexander Nash, who actually was wounded going out to help my brother William.
And I'm Helen Derry, sister of Manus Derry, that was shot dead by the British Army on the 19th of May 1972.
Of William Nash, who died on Bloody Sunday 1972, and the daughter of Alexander Nash, who was shot and wounded going out to try and help my brother on the day. He since passed away on the 25th of January 1999.
2 years ago, we had a meeting in the Pilots Row, and it was in connection with a mural. The new museum was underway, and it was about a mural that in their new building they would have actually covered over part of the mural. It's a civil rights mural, and somebody actually objected that they didn't want that mural covered over. You know, it was very important, and plus I think the murals on the Bogside tells a story of what's been happening in Derry, you know, and what has happened over the past sort of near 50 years. But at that meeting, it actually came out that the museum actually they were going to build a memorial garden into the new building, and it was going to commemorate soldiers as well as victims, and it was. Of course, people started to object to that. In fact, people get very angry. There were a lot of people there from the Bogside that night, you know, around Roswell Street and stuff, and they get very angry. But somebody then mentioned that they'd been to the museum and had we seen the loop system they had on there showing victims by soldiers and stuff like that. But of course we hadn't. And this person thought it an absolute disgrace. And I have never actually seen it, but Helen went over to the museum and got photographs and put them on Facebook. But however, it turned out we started to go on the Museum of Free Derry page and complain about it. I actually thought up an idea of going out and doing a petition and getting people's views, because I didn't want to sort of, to me that was the least aggressive form of dealing with it. And which did, in a few hours we actually collected 1,000 signatures. They felt, why should their brothers or fathers be commemorated along with the people basically who killed them, the perpetrators, yes, the agencies who actually murdered them. And in fact, Helen's brother is almost alongside the regiment. You know, for the guy from the regiment.
Two photographs before Manus as a fellow from the Royal Worcester and Sherwood Foresters. He comes on the screen and stays there for 12 seconds, then another 2 photos comes along, then Manus comes along.
Jim Ray, Margaret Ray was standing on the very spot at that museum, right at that museum door, where her brother was there. Where not only was he, they shot him and crippled him, paralysed him, but then came up and finished the fella off. Do you know what I mean? And she was crying, and I mean they don't seem to understand. I think they imagine because it's 45 years later, but what they're forgetting is we've loved this for 45 years. Frankly, we haven't got justice yet. The people in this museum don't seem to realise that we have loved that. We continue to love that because we're continually fighting the British government to try and get soldiers into court. And I mean, do you know what I mean?
Disgusted at the way they've treated my family. Disgusted. Not once in 45 years has any political party in this town come and says, does the Derry family need a help? Do they need assistance? Or do they have our support? Nobody. We've always fought on our own. Our Manus was 15, he's a child, and they have him in that museum, and he has no rights, and they're telling me as his next of kin, I have no rights to take my wee brother out of it. I mean, you wouldn't see, the worst abuse was the killing of him, but they betray him over and over again and sell him out to the very British Army that murdered him as a gross misconduct.
Why do you think that they fought this?
Oh, well, absolutely funding. Absolutely, and I mean the proof of it's there. The proof of it's there. Nelson McCausland, for instance, absolutely said that they wouldn't be getting no money unless they did. You know, we have seen all the links to these news items. We have all the links to these news items.
And the thing is, they're charging £4 a head to come in and look at these photographs. And they're not even telling the story. I tried to say cheerio to Aaron Manus and all after they said. And there was no back to it. That story doesn't be told. The hurt, the trauma that goes on all through your life. I never think about them without getting a tear in my eye. Yet they stand out in the middle of the street trying to goad me like silly children, so they do. This is somebody that I loved dearly, a child, and I'll die fighting for him.
And as you
£4
said,
a head.
about what that happened in Free Derry, the women.
They have never represented freedom. My mother making sandwiches and selling them up to the vigilantes in Oldmere Road, and mind her sitting tearing up sheets. That we had very little sheets anyway, but what we had she tore up and ducked in basins of vinegar for the wee boys going down to ride. She worked tirelessly with the Order of Malta in a wee makeshift hospital in Westland Street, fixing up the wains that was coming back from the riots. We hailed the British out, and we were very proud to do that. That's not shown in that museum.
And you had to hold them out, Frankie, because I mean, you wouldn't remember this yourself. You're too young, but do you remember Sammy Devaney when they went down to his house and beat the man to death? He died 4 months later as a result of his wounds, but they beat his daughter. The RUC beat his daughter too, and these not yards, by the way, from where that museum is now representing Sammy Devaney, God rest his soul, and RUC officers up there as well.
There's nowhere either where they're showing the resistance of the people,
They're not
the
telling
proud people of Free Derry.
They're not telling the true story.
No, they're not.
representing
They're
the
not.
people.
They
Derry people
must
were really
represent.
proud, really proud of ourselves, and we did fight as long as possible.